I think the private members committee, part of the recommendation, they're asking the mover and the seconder to come and explain the manner in which signatures were procured. In the 17 days we were in Parliament, three motions were filed. One was refused in the first place, the motion that was filed earlier, and then the second motion filed on the 14th. That motion was withdrawn again, and then a third motion was filed on the 20th. And so, I mean, as I was saying yesterday, and I still say today, change of government is a serious matter. There are constitutional provisions to that regulates the mounting of VONC. There's standing order provisions that also regulates and give you the criteria and qualifications to mount VONC, and there are also Supreme Court rulings. So the private members committee, I have not talked to them. I have not seen the report as yet. But Parliament doesn't work on dictatorship. Parliament works on sets of rules, procedures, processes, and precedences. Rules, procedures, processes, and precedences. This is not the first time a VONC has been moved. This is not the first time private members committee also have refused a motion that is loads. And so the private members committee this time around felt that there are instances of forged signatures, instances of photocopied, pasted signatures, and so they have every right to call the mover and the seconder to come and explain as to how leader signatures were placed on the second motion and also the third motion. So these are fundamental issues. You just don't attempt to change government based on flawed processes. It's a serious matter, and some people behind deep in the opposition have known to hijack the processes. This time around, you don't have to hijack the process. Do it correctly. Follow the set procedures and set laws and processes. And, the precedents before Parliament to draw from to realize that this is in the wrong. Then the parliamentary services, clerk and team secretarial services of the private members committee do advise the private members committee, this is how it is. This is the right decision to take. Because whatever is decided will be precedent for the next VONC. You can't build precedents based on a faulty, flawed, and defective process. It's in the interest of the sponsor to do it correctly. You come to the table following the due processes. You don't just try to bulldoze away because you speak a fancy English or you do a fancy speech outside. It's a parliamentary process that is before us since 1975. It's not a James Marape set process. It's a parliamentary process. And I was saying yesterday, they had 17 days to prove their numbers. Parliament is not conducted unilaterally by the Prime Minister or leader of government business. Parliament sits when there's a quorum. Parliament motions are upheld and progress when there's a quorum or there's a numbers, majority not. And Parliament is adjourned when there is a majority. When the leader of government business, for instance, proposed that Parliament is adjourned, the majority agrees. If the majority does not agree for Parliament to adjourn, the Parliament sits again or stays back. So people cannot pass to others their own failures, or the failures to follow due process, or failures to mobilize numbers.